bust a nut. Don't give me the wrong message, girl. I'm trying to see what's up.
What's up,
I don't mean
everybody?
to burst your bubble, bitch, but yes, I'm trying to. Ooh.
What's
What's up, guys? Drake? Nah, bro. My immeasurable urge to just go in right now. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
We're gonna wait for this episode.
Okay.
How the fuck you doing today?
Oh, I'm
doing good?
honestly, I was thinking about this the other day. I'll just get straight into it. Hasn't like the last two, like Detroit, maybe this is cope, right? Maybe it's I've been on that copium pack or something, right?
Facts, yep.
But like Detroit in last week, right? I was like, them losses weren't that bad until I looked back. Like you're still losing by double digits or almost double digits. So like it wasn't entirely great. But that second half last week, it was good. But I'm doing good, bro. I mean, I've been looking at the positives and everything. I just kind of been chilling. But how are you doing?
I'm doing as well as we could possibly be doing as fans of the Bengals today. I've never felt so confident off a 4-game losing streak.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to just say it right now. We're winning tomorrow night.
Okay.
Period. We're winning tomorrow night. And I can't wait to get into this episode, bro. There's a lot of fun things to break down, a lot of updates.
Yep.
First episode, following the Joe Flacco first game, Jay Flacc tossing the rock, bro.
Man.
In the second half, let's just get to the meat and potatoes of what is promising. Like, off top, you guys are like, oh, B-Things is coming in way too hot. Like, whatever. Like, we're 2-4. We haven't won a game in a month. First of all, it's impressive as fuck that we're second in the division and we haven't won a game in a month. Like, that's crazy. Like, the AFC North in the last 3 weeks are 2-9. Like, that's how ass we all are. It's an ass off.
But then the Steelers.
It's like a twerkathon.
Yeah.
Like, we're just like all like the level of ass that we are. It's just like, you know what I mean?
The Ravens at 1-5 is crazy, though. I mean,
Yeah.
that's insane.
So, and call me crazy, bro. This is gonna sound like a boo moment. They're not done, in my opinion. They're not.
Yeah.
It's not. They're not dead till they're dead.
Mm.
Like, that's a team that we hate to say it does know how to rally some wins.
Mm.
Once that defense gets their shit figured out a little bit, they got talent. They just got to get it together, and I think they have missing pieces. That's a problem, So that's what adds that much more intensity and meaning to this game.
Yeah.
This is a playoff game tomorrow, Drake. This is a playoff game tomorrow. Like, the momentum that you ride for the rest of the season, I think, falls on this game. You're facing the facadical, clear-cut front runners of the AFC North, which nobody thinks. A lot of people get a grip on what is going on with the Ravens right now. Miscombobulated defense with quality talent, can't get their head on straight, and their quarterback's injured. Like, ours quarterback injured, can't get their head on straight. And the Steelers always start hot, crash down. This bitch is wide open, bro. Wide open. We just got to we got to buckle up now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, right now. So, it's just a matter of, the fuck is that bullshit, man? Someone trying to call me, man?
Hopefully you guys can still hear us.
No, they should, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that shouldn't cause any problem. But yeah, bro, that's how I feel. So I feel really good. That second half of that game, bro, was Joe Burrow-esque. Go ahead, tell them the stats, bro. I already forgot it, but they were crazy.
Yeah, it was we'll just be more specific. I know it was 21-30. Yep, 21-30, 179 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks for Jay Flacc, spinning the block. Yeah, I mean, he was doing his thing, man. In the second half, he was getting a lot more comfortable. And it's asking a lot for a guy to come in after 3-4 days to really just go out there and as the most important position on the football field, right?
In any sport.
Exactly.
That was incredible, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
it really was.
I mean, and what we don't like to do a lot, you got to give credit to the play callers by hitting some easy buttons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, bro, it blew me away with how much rhythm that he started to get. For a guy that
Yeah,
was, I mean, he was there for 96
I
hours.
know.
Like, yeah, it
You
was crazy impressive, bro.
okay?
So
I got a better stat for you. I just want to add this up real quick. We could talk about it as we go. But you saw T Higgins, right? And Jamar Chase finally get that usage. So let me go into here because I know this was something that you were talking about the other day. So there's that. I just wanted to confirm to make sure that's true. So for
what? Like
T,
target share or something?
20 targets between the two. We talked about that. Like, it's malpractice if they're not getting that many targets a game.
Yep.
Even more if you can. But
Yeah.
you saw that usage of just throwing them the ball. T had 5 for over 70, and then
Yep.
Jamar over 90. So
Hmm.
you saw a lot of in that second half was nice. I
Yeah.
felt like what needed to be done and that hasn't been done in this season is just them early, the easy over the middle just type of plays that just move the chains, bro. I was thinking about that. I'm like, could you imagine if you just threw it to Jamar Chase every time, just try to get like 5 yards and then like move the chain? Obviously, theoretically, you can't do that every play. I know that, but like
Hmm.
still, like it's crazy when you think about that in a small game, because depending on your quarterback and how you want to run your offense is how you do it. But that second half looked really good, man.
Yeah. I mean, I think it needs to be 24 plus. I think
Yeah,
that's the recipe.
yeah,
And if you throw the ball to those two guys 24 times in a game and they're not like absolute prayer balls, like a legit pass that sure you get some pressure, but in general, a legit pass, you're going to have a ton of success. And yeah, bro, I mean, he did an incredible job. I'd love to see how many targets he had to them in the second half.
yeah.
It had to have been 13,
Well, I mean, he
you
was
know?
he was 8 of 15 for 40 yards in the first half.
Yeah.
So
And I
like,
think he was trying to get Jamar and T going early. I don't
yeah,
think he wasn't, so yeah, he obviously found a ton more momentum and there's multiple ways to attack them, right? Like I think a lot of teams are going to be prepared. I was talking about those quick hitters, those shallow, those outs, those 5 yard
yeah,
outs, those quick hitters, those flats, those screens, and they were the Packers did a solid job covering that. I almost thought that they were going to like go all out to stop that, which if
yeah.
they would have, then you would have to take that deep shot to make them respect it a little bit. But they were able to get a couple over the middle, and some shit like that. So I think that's how you continue to find ways to win. You got to work the line of scrimmage in the middle of that
I
field.
mean, is it crazy to say that? I mean, you heard about him at times, but it felt like Micah was kind of quiet in a sense. Like it wasn't game wrecking like we've seen
Yeah.
before. Like I felt like it was
Yeah. Like, oh, here's the 3rd and 9. Here he
exactly
comes.
right.
I agree.
Yeah, I felt like, and I forget what the exact stats were about. Joe Flacco and the clean, getting a clean pocket or something.
Mhm.
But I mean, he was cooking, man. The offensive line was cooking at points too, especially in that second half. So
Mhm.
Mike Tomlin, I mean, he's not very happy about this move, and rightfully so. I mean, it was an in division trade that kind of benefited the Bengals.
Kinda. He says, why would you trade a team that was sinking in the water,
Yep.
drowning? You traded them a capable processor that can fit the ball anywhere. Not to undermine Joe Burrow's excellence and greatness at all, but that's some of the most critical things that you have to have as a quarterback that both Joes have. Why would you give them life? Like,
Yeah.
and that second half epitomized that you saw a more than capable passer just needed a bit of time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me enough time to what? Dissect the field. I've seen everything,
20 years.
everything that this game has to offer, bro.
Yeah.
I know every fucking move
Yep.
that you're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
And you saw it, bro. And now I get to throw to these guys. You could tell that he had a few moments to where it's like, oh my gosh, like
Mm-hmm.
that was the easy button, you know? And here's another thing, bro, that gives me a ton of hype. both touchdowns you mentioned earlier on 4th down.
Yep.
Clutch gene, going for it, taking the shot, because you're confident in what you're seeing and you're already confident enough in these guys and know where to fit it. That fucking pass to Jamar Chase hit him in the chest. One of the best catches I've ever seen, Jamar. One of the best catches that you can make, period, when you're navigating through contact like that.
They barely even had any practice time together, man. Like any reps, really. Jamar was sick and a lot was going on.
I don't even know if they know each other. Do you know his wife's name?
Well, did you see that first half? Like Flacco wasn't talking to anybody.
Nah.
In the second half, when they started cooking, he started chopping it up, So
yeah, bro. Like, hey,
good.
What's up, bro? Like, what's your kid's name again? Like, oh, you got kids? What? Like, that's how little they knew each other. And yeah, bro, to see it get rolling like that, it just adds so much momentum. I did love to hear the confidence. Obviously, we came up short, but I did love to hear the confidence even from Zach. And Jamar said it. It was all congruent with like, yeah, this feels legit. This momentum, this rhythm is what we've been looking for. We expect. Yeah. So it was nice to hear Zach say we expected to win that game. Obviously, it didn't look as clean. The path to that didn't look as clean until the end. You had a chance there, but we knew that game was the measuring stick to how confident you were going to feel heading into this one. Mm-hmm. If you would have chose which one you needed of these next 2 games, Green Bay or Steelers, it's clearly this one. Mm-hmm. So you're at home, you're rocking the all whites, and I think you're exactly where you want to be.
Back at home. And you have some news today, came out. Bengals tight end Mike Gesicki placed on injured reserve with a pectoral injury. He'll be out for a minimum of 4 weeks. I do want to give credit to a guy that has gotten criticism, even from me, over, some time, rightfully so as well with the turnovers. But Tanner Hudson came up clutch in that game with that touchdown on that 4th down. And
sorry, I don't want to interject. I just can't help but to think of like the dichotomy of Tanner Hudson.
It's kind of crazy, but I think that's an interesting aspect with now Mike Gesicki out of the fold. I think you're going to see Noah Fant with a lot more opportunities, with Joe Flacco, little easy under. And it's crazy, as we said, like the chemistry that he's already got with these guys in such little time. So It's going to be interesting when we see that in full effect. When everything's meshing. I want to see Joe Flacco hit a touchdown celebration. If somehow Jamar and T could like talk
what
him
if
into
he,
that.
What if
like
they all do the gritty together? Come on, bro.
I need something, bro.
Unky's got to come out there, bro, and fucking stunt so like that.
Fire,
it would, bro. It'd be crazy. And thank God, like it never made sense. And we clearly talked about it even the day when he was signed. It never made sense for the pushback that fans had about signing Noah Fant. It made no sense. Like, what's the harm of it?
Exactly.
Clearly no harm.
No.
If anything, more beneficial than we thought with how important he's been and how good of a player that people forgot he was. That's a top 15 talent at the tight end position in the NFL. And it's shown that. Drew Sample has taken a big step down, big decline in production. And like I said, the dichotomy of T. Huddy, like, I feel like so many Bengals fans are like most times when he touches the ball, something good does happen.
Yeah.
But all the other times, something stupid as fuck happens.
Stupid as fuck, or really bad.
Like, exactly. So, like, up here, or like, I hate to say, I'm like, I don't want to say I dissed him, but like, we thought that he was going to get in the way of what this tight end room was potentially going to be of, because he just got targets all the time. Yeah. He always gets targeted. It's like, stop throwing him the ball. I mean, like, get the more sexier guys like Jamar and T and like these big, you know what I'm saying? T. Huddy always gets involved, but majority of times he just fucking makes plays, bro.
He survived out of McLaughlin. So
he survived T-Glock clearly. Like, unfortunately, T-Glock never came together.
I know, man.
Yeah, like, and you had a big room, and we all saw a path of what we hoped T-Glock could be.
Yeah.
T. Huddy just kept making the plays, you know? So it's like you got to roll with what you got to roll with. And you saw him last week, and it was like, why does he just always get targeted? But it's because of the attention given to the other guys. We have no problem with it now, but if anything, I'm bummed that now he's out.
Yeah.
You know, with the concussion. So, you know, off a short week, who knows? He could very well be back for the Jets game. A bummer with Mike. I got to see the exact injury and when it occurred, but I remember seeing him pre-snap, like line up or something after that. It was a lineup then a timeout. And then you just saw him holding his shit. So maybe that was Zach saw something was clearly wrong. Like he was inoperable that play. Maybe that's why they called it. So it must have been the play before, but you could tell with how he was kind of holding that pad. I was like, oh man, you got a pec problem. So you hope it's not substantial. It's a damn shame that he just never got going, you know, and we all know what he's made of. It's not that it's been any lack of ability.
Yeah.
You know, it's just been what the offense was, you know, heading in. So, you know, yeah, you just kind of got to roll with the punches, man. And Noah Fant's going to become a much bigger part of this offense. That's for sure.
I mean, you have a game in 2025, B-Thanks, of Joe Flacco playing for the Cincinnati Bengals and Aaron Rodgers playing for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, this is what a time to be alive. AFC North football.
Feels like Madden.
I mean, yeah,
like a Madden
like
game.
a simmed franchise,
Yeah.
simulated franchise.
Like fighting for the division. Joe Flacco led Bengals.
Yeah.
Yep. Nah, you're right, bro. And
crazy.
It is crazy. It's going to be even crazier when Joe Flacco leads us to a run.
Little 4-touchdown game goes spazzing.
Yeah, I don't know about that much, but who knows, bro? Like, look,
Yeah.
it leads even more to what we were just talking about earlier. The recipe, in my opinion, is to get, you know who you are. I can't say that I have zero faith in the run game, but I'm pretty fucking close to saying I have zero faith in the run game. I'm pretty close, bro. Just like, I mean, it just doesn't get easier, bro.
Majay P's showing some bursts, and I feel like they did have some success last week when Flacco came in. So I mean,
like to getting him more involved too, Majay.
Yeah,
in that run game.
I agree. I'm not opposed to it. I mean, why not? Every time he's touched the ball this year, I mean, he's been productive, I feel like. So even on kick returns, like the guy's still been productive at his age. Is something about like, dude, he's just a Bengal, bro. He bleeds orange and black. Like
he is.
Dude's a dog.
What I sum up him and Chase to be, I think there's been a lot of criticism on Chase recently, and I get it. The numbers are largely irrefutable. Don't get it twisted. Like, Chase is who he is. And I don't think anybody would say that Chase is a guy that creates space through power, through creating a space because he barrels through a dude or is willing to go through a contact.
Yeah.
He works with the space that's given, and he's incredible at working through it. Majay creates space. Doesn't mean he's like a fucking thumper downhill, like a fucking A-gap fullback type shit. But if he hits that second level and that safety's crashing right at the B, he's running through that safety. They're just different runners.
Yeah.
And when you have such little space to work with, like Chase has, it's like Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon was that guy that we talked about it. We literally talked about this of with Majay and Chase in 23 or Majay wasn't there, but in general, the dynamic of a running back of Joe would be a mixture of both. A guy that could work in space, but then he tried to run into contact, but then you had this dynamic that just like you're trying to do something that's not completely indicative of your game. And I think that these guys are who they are. And I think that's fine. But having that different element, that change of pace back, what they call, is what's exactly needed right now. So I love that they got Majay more involved last week. I know people are like hell-bent on getting Taj involved. I'm not averse to getting him involved. I just asked the question, what has Majay deserved to not get more involvement?
Yeah. What has he done?
What has he done to warrant stop playing him?
Right.
I don't know if he's done a single thing to where I'm like, get him off the field.
Yeah.
Literally one time this year.
No.
A great third down pass blocker, great leverage on pass blocks, so he's a consistent, predictable guy. Underrated in the pass game. Incredible in space. Really underrated in space, bro. Really good vision. And is a change of pace back that's good at thumping through guys to get an extra 2-3 yards, which you can't get ever with the current dynamic of your run game with Chase Brown.
Nope.
So why, you know what I mean? Like, why do you need 3 running backs?
Right.
Like, it's like being stressed about getting Drew Sample involved because he just runs through one guy and trips. Yeah. Like, you don't need that.
And
you know?
Honestly, like, just to keep it real, I don't think the Bengals really have time to be experimenting right now.
It's a great point. Like, yeah, they don't have it.
I don't think they have that time. And, you have trust in Chase Brown, like you do in a guy like Samaje that has been around and done it for a long time. Just got to give him more touches. But we talk about this offensive side so much, man. The guy that was great to see had a really, really rough training camp. And, I mean,
every day.
Let's be honest, Trago. You got cooked out there, brother, a lot. But it all came to fruition for a good reason,
I have to pull up those texts, bro.
What?
No, I'm kidding. I can't put you on blast like that.
What?
Just Drago cooked. I mean, like, but he got cooked. I'm messing with you, bro.
But like, this dude went crazy Sunday against the Packers, and leads the NFL pass deflections, I believe,
by 4. There's a yin and yang to that. So clearly, teams haven't yet learned that you need to stop testing them so much. Yeah. It was like Cheeto in 21, where his stats were incredible, but it's because these teams just were not getting the memo that this is a dude you don't want to fuck with.
Right.
I agree, bro. All career game for him, 5 PBUs. I remember just tallying them up. I was like, motherfucker, bro. This guy's just everywhere.
And he was just having fun out there, man. Like that's great to see. Like you could see his confidence on the field. Like his confidence was just on the field, on display, fully. So
athletic, bro.
Yeah.
Such a that range is so underrated, bro. I mean, how many times you see him just extend completely, dive for a PBU, that tip ball that was incredible to Geno. Against legit guys, speed guys too. You know what I'm saying? Those little fucking speedsters that are just tough to keep track of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he played incredible, man. I think the Al Golden risers are starting to become apparent. And I think that the linebacker position is hard to adapt to as a rookie, especially with the weight that's on your shoulders. So DKJ has just a ton on his plate right now. The dynamic of this linebacker room, the dynamic of this defense it's not sweet. It's not some light task. And especially with what they've tried to do, with Logan, which is a question mark. We get it with the speed is in question. They wanted to see what another version of speed could be on the field with Barrett Carter.
Yeah.
Little Rocky. So kind of going with DKJ, a ton on his plate, but I think he's a riser. I think he's an ascending good player that just has a lot to deal with. And obviously Trey is that guy. I think Shamar is going to be that dude for Al. It's just you haven't had him. Now you have him. Like you've heard how excited Al is to get him back this week. Like they're like, oh no, he's like a huge focal point. Like he's not going to be like, oh, he's going to, just be a rotational guy with Osai, and he will technically, but I think he's going to be getting a bulk of snaps. That's a riser for Al. And then those 2 secondary guys, Dax and Drago.
Yeah.
And that's an exciting thing to see some.
Oh, yeah.
When was the last time we've had legit? Fuck, I can't say that because we've had a couple crazy 1-year wonders the last 7 years. The legacy of the 2017 WJ3 run was crazy. 22 CTB. You know what I mean? So I don't want to say it for these guys, but like it's been a minute since we felt legit confidence in some corners, bro. So it's exciting.
I mean, honestly, just seeing that I feel like that will for defenders to want to play for their coach. Like I feel like you actually see that displayed on the field, no matter what the end result has been in these games. Like those guys have came back every single week and they've still given it their all. I feel like when you're in a tough situation like this, like Burrow goes down and stuff like that, and I also feel like maybe a move like Flacco helps as well, like a veteran, that veteran presence. But just them still staying at it and locked in, still playing their asses off. Like these guys are playing, playing for bags right now. You see Drago, you see Dags, you see all these guys.
Gino.
I know Gino too, but it's great to see. Like the Logan shit makes me so sad though, bro. Like where we at now, like God, it just makes me so sad to see.
I mean, I don't want to say it as if like
But it's like,
I don't think that door is shut.
yeah,
Like it's
I
not
mean,
like Logan's been permanently benched. I think that
yeah,
like you were talking about heading into this game, not that they felt so free and like they just had so much room for error to like just try to do it out there, but I think that they found it valuable enough to get Barrett Carter thrown, I mean, metaphorically and literally thrown into the game.
yeah,
Like, how do you trust someone? You got to trust them. And you got to trust them by giving them some power,
right there.
some room to roam and reign and make error and learn and get better. And I think Barrett, I think he's capable, man. And he showed a lot in the Detroit game.
Mhm.
And in other games this year, it's just in those specific packages where he felt uber confident with what that specific role was on that third down, on that whatever down. It was a lot easier to get those successful plays that were intentional, clear, concise than a full 60 play game, because you saw a lot of those errors. You saw too many missed tackles. You saw confusion in open space over your head. So room for improvement, but I think Zach said it. I don't think it was as much of an indictment on Logan. It was more of an itch that had to be scratched to see what Barrett's got. I mean, it's just a tough part, bro. He's a 30-year-old linebacker that doesn't look as fast as he used to. So,
I mean, you got to learn how to tackle going into this Thursday night game. I mean, they weren't god awful all the time, but at times, like in those singular moments, it made it look even worse because of how bad it really was. So, like, I mean, you see Jordan Battle and you see DKJ at some points, like it just wasn't looking good for some guys out there. Now, Drago was balling, Dax, you got all those guys, but you have to be consistent in the tackling areas. We talked about it, like the fundamentals, the basic. That's what made their defense so bad the last few years, is not being able to hone in on just that type of stuff.
yeah.
And you don't want to see that break down, because they've done a lot of right things, and you've seen them get back to where they can be and their potential.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think like the speed for that Packers skill unit, like they got speed, bro.
yeah,
They've got
Golden,
dudes, Golden
Dobbs.
4-2 guy.
Yep.
They had what, 3 guys that are sub 4-4. One was sub 4-2. Like you got legit speed to worry
and then you
about.
got to think about Josh Jacobs in the backfield, which makes it makes the predictability a lot harder.
That's who they are.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Right.
it's like they're not the same because Jamar's the best on the planet. But in general, you leave games, you can't hang your hat on, I'm just concerned with how much this corner got beat by Jamar today.
Right.
You're gonna get got. And I think against that type of unit with a really good processor in Jordan Love, you're gonna get got. I think just the athleticism part showed his hand. I mean, Jordan Battle put on an Aster class. Put on Jordan. I tweeted it, bro. Jordan Battle Asterclass with just the fucking. He looked like Von Bell out there at times. Just could not get to the spot.
Yeah.
Just like fucking whiffing and just throwing his head.
Dude,
I'm like,
not even
come
like
on, bro.
tackling too high. Like what? Like, stop trying to go. Like, I get it, you're playing safety, going for the hit stick and stuff, but sometimes you just gotta go low, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I think it was just an athletic limitation in the moment.
Really?
That's my opinion. And
Yeah.
like, I think Jordan's been fine this year.
Oh yeah, for
You've
sure.
had a lot on your plate. I mean, just I think Jordan's level of play is closer to weeks 1 and 2 than these last few. I think it's just with the weight that has been put on this defense.
Mhm.
That's another thing that's so exciting turning into this game and forward of you finally began to see and feel like a foundation form with this offense in the second half.
Oh yeah.
That whole momentum ruminates to the defense now. It gives them a sigh of relief
Mhm.
that we may have weathered this storm of like them wondering how built are we to hold up against any of these guys. You saw it. Like they tried. That's why we're not sitting here crucifying the defense for the last 3-4 games just because of what the offense put them through.
Mhm.
Now you can feel like you can maybe play on your toes a bit more. Not with unshakable confidence. Let's hope it gets to that point. But you know what I mean? That you're going to get more complimentary football to where these guys aren't, I don't know, playing 34 to 13 snaps from your defense to your offense in the first half. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's just like, that's where I'm not crucifying any of these guys, So I just think you've got to play decisive football. And I think that that's starting to come together in this Al Golden defense, and it's pretty impressive for what this defense pertains of talent wise. It's not the most talented team, not the most high profile guys, but to start to come together and play in unison and play for Al Golden,
Mhm.
it's very Lou Anarumo-esque.
Yeah.
It feels very fucking 5-4-esque or 3-1-esque in 2021, where you started to see some life from this defense, you know what I'm saying? Or 2022-esque, where you didn't have all the pass rushers,
I forgot who tweeted out. I saw it, but I mean, Al's name's already being thrown around for potentially that Penn State job. So like, yeah, I know, I
Well,
know. But I think the way you look at it right now, like it's just great to see. It really is. It's great to see how locked in this defense has been at times. I want to see with Flacco this offense continue to gel more. I think that's gonna be a big thing for real is seeing them come together. I think Joe playing turnover free as well. That's gonna be super big.
yep.
I think that last week him playing clean football, even though in that first half you weren't getting much movement or nothing, but you didn't let that game completely get out of the way of you. Like
Exactly.
at halftime, you were still in that game,
Yep.
even though you weren't moving or getting anything rolling on offense. Your defense still gave you a chance at times. And I think in that second half, as we said, you finally saw the ball start to get rolling, and now all of a sudden it starts to look nice. Joe Flacco's got weapons to throw to. Dalton back at his natural position at left guard, literally grade out as the best lineman. Like I think it was like 88 or something like that. Like,
Looked great, bro.
like great. So Jalen Rivers, he's showing signs of life too.
Yeah,
So
he obviously had just a nightmarish day. You're gonna have a tough day.
You're right.
Like I said, it's like guys going against Jamar. You got to hang on.
They
for dear
literally
life, bro.
threw Mike up against him. Like, come on, bro.
First play of the game.
Yeah.
You just saw him literally like line up at the left, move to the right guard, just like teeing off. Like I'm
Could you
like, yeah, it's
imagine,
gonna
like,
happen.
yeah.
It's like Jamar exploiting the fucking shitty slot receiver. You're gonna have to hang on, bro. But
Okay,
bro, it's pretty exciting with those
I
guys.
mean, think about it with Mr. Valentine, doing the little
Fuck that dude.
So we talk about the unraveling of that play, the
Had
ball.
fucking stun on him, bro.
There you go.
Look at that little motherfucker, man.
So
Valentine.
So the ball was in the air for 10 seconds. So clearly,
throwaway, bro.
yeah, it wasn't on Jamar. And then also, ain't it crazy that he kind of set his boy up? Think about it,
Who,
because
Nixon?
yeah.
What?
because Jamar was pissed. So, and Joe knew like where he was going with it. So it's like he set his boy up, man. I wish it was on Valentine though. I wish Valentine would have got that.
Oh yeah, right on him.
Yeah.
We remember every time that this has happened with Jamar.
Yep.
He's got to get back. This is exactly like the fucking Chiefs
happening.
game in 21.
Yep.
Chavarius Ward in like the exact same spot of the end zone. The front of the end zone, you body a dude on a fucking critical down. Like the audacity, bro. The fucking audacity. Who the fuck are you, Valentine? Like, oh, bro, I was telling you pre-pod, bro. I don't know the last time I've been that hyped after a tutty. Like,
oh yeah,
people thought I was mad with how hyped I was. I was just like, oh, bro, just fucking stunting. Like, the audacity, bro, to fucking do that. Like, it's so funny. I love when I'm dissecting the play and we're watching as fans and you see that, like, you just wait for that single high coverage press, man. I'm like, fuck you. You disrespectful little bitch, bro.
Yep.
You have the audacity. Remember last year when they lined up that random fucking bum ass corner for the Steelers in the red zone in the last game of the year, 1-on-1, no safety over top against Jamar? Fuck you. Like, and just the easiest slant tutty. Yeah. It's just like there's some shit you don't do. No. You don't disrespect the best. I'm not telling Jalen Rivers to fucking ISO Micah Parsons for 5 seconds or Myles Garrett. You don't do that. No. And if you do that, you deserve to get fucked on. Like, you know what I mean? And so I think that play, them overcoming that, just epitomizes where I think they are. Yeah. Of like, we can do this with you, Joe Flacco. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's where this can go. So I believe, dude, like where you were on last episode, and I was much more even keel. Like, we'll see. And it's funny. Maybe I come back next week and I'm like, oh no.
See,
you know
what's so funny, guys? Like sometimes, sometimes we're on the same page, but then sometimes like we're not. Like sometimes you're a little more optimistic and I'm not, and then I'm a little more optimistic, and then you're not. Like,
yeah,
like a seesaw.
Hey man, that makes it fun.
Yeah,
that makes it fun. You know, we're all here to have fun. It's wind of the moment. We try to keep it light as fans. We don't always
you can't tell me he didn't look clean in that 16.
He did, bro. He looked clean in that 16, bro. Putting on for T.I., man.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, early in that game, did you know that this is the oldest player that's ever started in Vegas
for uniform? The Bengals?
Yeah. But what's also crazy is like early in the game when you saw him move around a little bit and he started running around for a second. I'm like,
this dude,
like, because you gotta think we watched Jake Browning and we're talking about him being slow, but then I see Flacco and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, bro, like this can't happen. Damn. Yeah, exactly. So like, help this man. You know,
he gotta stay there. Like, he's not going nowhere.
1 sack allowed, you know,
crazy.
And it was,
but he's getting the ball out quick, bro. Like, have you noticed like sometimes when his passes, like, it's like quick as fuck. Like it'll be a beamer, but then sometimes it takes a little bit to get there.
Well, I mean, I think obviously you're always going to have some plays like that to where it's just longer developing, but once you become more acclimated in the system, we just talked about it. How much the league needs to worry about, again, the Bengals offense with these weapons have a decisive passer is catastrophic to a lot of teams.
Yep.
It's going to be catastrophic to a lot of them, bro. You can't have it as an opponent because we're going to fuck you up. Yep. I think what we saw in the second half, I may have said this pre-Potter at the beginning. If Zach and Dan are on their A game, you're going to get Browns 2023 Joe Flacco. I think I believe it now. I think I can see it.
Yeah.
This was not some easy task Sunday. It's not like we were playing the fucking Arizona Cardinals defensive line, some garbage shit. We were playing legit problems, dude.
Bro,
and we made shit happen.
And we didn't even open up the air game that much. Like, that's Joe Flacco underneath, just moving the chains, doing what he needs to do. Imagine when he starts coming over the top. You know what I'm saying? Jamar deep, T deep. You know, these 50-50 balls finally taking some risks when you got some chance. I think Joe, he's been playing really smart, and you got to see it in this Thursday night game. You have to limit turnovers. You cannot turn the ball over.
Yeah, I agree.
If you want to win this game.
I love that the Steelers are as confident as they are right now.
Yeah.
I love that their defense is real confident, because we're going to get them exactly where they want them. Oh, yeah. Go single high on me, baby. Do it. Do it. You guys been so good. You've been so good this year.
Joey Porter.
You didn't allow a touchdown last week.
Joey Porter, you're so nice.
Exactly. You're so nice, bro. You are that guy.
You're him.
Line up one-on-one against Jamar.
Your dad used to play for the Steelers.
Yeah, exactly. You're that guy.
He got in a fight. Wait a second.
Jalen Ramsey.
He got in a fight with Pac-Man Jones. Oh, yeah. Let's
we believe in you.
One-on-one.
Line up one-on-one. Go single high. Just because you buy what you're selling. You buy your guys. Fucking do it. I'm going to rip your fucking heart out. Like, this is a playoff game tomorrow. Like, you can feel the vibes right now. Like, this is a playoff game. You have been gifted I hate to say that Mahomes looks great right now.
Yeah.
Outside of the Chiefs, and I hate to say it, their receivers look as good as I've seen them in a while. They look good. But outside of the Chiefs, bro, no one scares you, bro. You just beat the Jags.
Can I talk about what we were just saying, though, with Jamar Chase and the corners and stuff like that? How you're saying go single high. You know how different, in respect to this guy, I think that this game is going to be entirely different, AFC North feeling wise as well, because Minkah Fitzpatrick is not on that field.
Yeah.
Like I understand how good their defense has been and stuff like that, Deshaun Elliott and all that, but it's not Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Look at who they played, bro.
Yeah.
Garbage,
so I'm telling you right now, like, that is going to make a world of a difference, because Minkah has had his hand in a lot of victories against us in the past here lately.
Mm-hmm.
And him not being with Pittsburgh anymore is, especially with these wide receivers, bro, this might be the game where they can, at home, bro, open up the deep game.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Bro, they have faced a one-trick pony offense, pass catcher-wise, in Seattle. Carson Wentz led Vikings. Fine. Weapons. Some weapons. Not like ours. The fucking Browns and the Jets. I'm a fucking mop the fucking floor with your fucking face. Steelers defense tomorrow. Like,
oh, I got a good one.
They haven't seen us yet, bro.
I got a good one for you. Give me that TI play, but for Mitch Tinsley.
The Browns 2022 flea flicker?
Yep.
Fuck it. Why not, bro? I mean, 2 pass catchers are out. And what did we just say, though, earlier? Like, throw it to Jamar and T 30 fucking times. Right. I don't give a fuck. But you're obviously bound to get other guys involved that are fully equipped. Zero worry. That's what's awesome with this unit. We have zero worry. And, yeah, I mean, get all those guys involved. Like, I think let's kind of turn it to tactical. We've kind of talked about the landscape of the opportunity, things like that. The season is right in front of you with how this division's laid out right now. I'm not scared of the Steelers long term. They're the same fucking team every year. I don't care,
man. Aaron Rodgers, bro.
I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care because of what Mike Tomlin builds his team to do.
Yeah.
To go pedal to the metal in August through November and die out because their defense bogs down a little bit. TJ Watt is the quarterback of that team till you prove me otherwise. I think A-Rod's fine. He's good. He's good. We've seen good quarterback play for them for years that have led to them having the longest active playoff losing streak in the NFL. I'm not phased. I'm unmoved. We need to focus on our path to have Joe Burrow to have something worth fighting for to come back. We will fucking mop the fucking floor with the Steelers with Joe Burrow this year, bro. That's how I see it. Yeah. So I'm not worried about him, and we won't see him with Joe Burrow. That's fine. This conference is wide open, and the one team that still trembles in their boots, they've been able to get us a couple times because of instability that's been apparent from other parts. Let Joe Burrow see Mahomes in January. Let me get my hands on him. Outside of that, who's fucking with you, bro? The Ravens defense looks just as handicapped as what you were afraid yours is. I think our defense is better than the Bills and the Ravens. And we have weapons that they stay up at night wishing they had.
Yeah.
And they're just afraid that our quarterback doesn't figure out to get it to them. They're still there. Our weapons are still there. The Bills fans all offseason were criticizing, everybody was, why don't you build more like the Bills and the Chiefs? And the Chiefs are desperate. They're fucking praying to get their fucking convict receiver back. And the Bills are pissed off why they can't get any separation. Because Keon Coleman runs a 4.9 fucking Auden Tate ass 40. And they don't have weapons like we do. They don't have opportunities like we do. That's why Mike Tomlin's so angry. Why would you give them life? Why would you give them a quarterback that can process and think? And give them life for that guy that wants to come back.
To a guy like this. They're gonna throw it to this guy right here. Jamar Chase, who has in three starts this year, B-Things, with backup quarterback play. 160, I think like 110, like 90 last week, like 4 touchdowns. Like it's insane to see what he just can do all the time, dude. Like he is going to be one of the greatest wide receivers when it's said and done.
Yeah, he's one of the best already ever.
I pray that he stays healthy all the time, because dude, he just keeps stacking it. It's going to be an easy case for him. Also, just on pace. Like I was looking at it, I asked ChatGPT. I was like, give me like the fastest track to guys that got to 100 touchdowns. I think it was Jerry Rice first. I forget how many games Jerry did it in. And then you had, I forget who was next. Might have been Randy. I don't know.
Probably Randy.
Yeah, I think it was Randy. And then Jamar was on pace for third.
On pace for third?
For the fastest.
Really? So Jerry was pretty quick.
Yeah.
Really? He was pretty quick?
I think I would have to go back and fact check, but I'm pretty sure it was them two. I know Jerry was first. Jerry Rice was first.
So he's the quickest to 100.
Yeah, quickest to 100, and then Jamar was on pace to third fastest all time to 100 touchdowns, which is crazy.
Yeah, all timer, and I think it's only going to pick up, once you haven't spent. I mean, like almost a third of his career. Nah, a quarter of Jamar's career without Joe Burrow. He spent some time without Joe Burrow, so
50 touchdowns in 68 games.
Yeah. Crazy. And I think it's only going to get better. I do. I think starting Thursday night, the season starts tomorrow, or if I should say, playoff football starts tomorrow.
Okay.
That's the mentality that this team has to have. And let me tell you something. Playoff season started in December last year for the Bengals. Obviously, different quarterback.
Right.
But the core that you desperately need for a quarterback to get you to win is what we've been repeating to get through everybody's mind. Knowing where to put the football in just enough time to do it. That's at its core. And I guess obviously the below the fold thing, but what we saw become above the fold, just apparent with the incompetent guy like Jake, is getting the football there. But that's a prerequisite with Joe Flacco. That is all we need to hold the line. And I think it's going to be better than hold the line. I talked about, my opinion was this team has to go 6-4. Now I think you have to go 6-3. I think it can happen. Am I saying it's a lock to happen? No, I'm not. I think that this team's going to go 3-1 in the next 4 games, though. I just see it. I've seen a consistent trajectory from a defense that's had arguably bigger tests every single fucking week.
Yeah.
This defense isn't going against the Titans, against the Saints. Like, we're not facing bums here, bro. Every week they've had a legit bigger task everywhere. And they've leveled up till they got, I don't know, outsnapped by 30 to their fucking offense. No team's holding up when you get outsnapped by 21 in the first half.
Nope.
No one. It's not happening. Now you get that chance. And let's turn to some X's and O's about our Jimmys and Joes. How do you win tomorrow? I think it goes back to the root of establishing this quick game.
Mm.
You're going to want to get the screens going sideline to sideline. Warning. The Steelers are capable of operating sideline to sideline. They're a good defense. They've got quick linebackers. They got quick processing corners, good edge rushers, good guys that can attack the line of scrimmage. Perfect. I'm going to have to sprinkle over your head in between you on some shallow plays over the middle. Those quick hitters to T, Jamar, Noah.
Yep. Got to.
Dare I say Andre if you have to, but I mean, fuck, if he can catch a fucking slant route in his hands, that'd be nice. You know, I saw his funny ass tweet. It was like, of like some dude crashing out. Like the video was of a guy crashing out. And it's like when Andre can't post thirst traps and actually has to catch a football with his hands. It's like, fuck. Like, that'd be nice if Andre could get involved. Andre's capable of that. There's weapons that you have that can do that. And of course, attack the hashes.
The thirst trap allegations cracked me the fuck up.
Right?
I'm
Yeah, he wasn't beating him last week, bro. He wasn't beating him.
Nope.
But that's what I think is your quickest path to winning as a passing team. You're a pass first team.
Yep.
You got to accept your fate. You don't have the skill to be a establish the run. You're not. You're ass at pass blocking. I don't know what, or run blocking. I don't know what to say.
Hey Jamar, you want to run? You want to run out of the backfield?
They all are like not good at run blocking. Like collectively, it sucks. They're just not winning. And this is a really good run defense. So you win. We talked about it last year that the fucking the Bengals bucked the unbuckable trend in December by establishing their run game off the pass. I think that's going to have to be their path again. That's what sucks, and that's not a conventional traditional path.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's so I think you have to face that. You got to win with those quick hitters. You got to get Joe in a flow, and you've got everything you need to win at it. So you've got to win. You've got to win at it. Be very mindful of throwing between the edge rushers. I will do egregious things to TJ Watt if he gets another fucking batted pass pick or a fucking jump up pick. I'm going to commit a crime. I'm going to be down there. So I'm going to commit a crime if he does it again. The amount of fucking interceptions this bitch ass D-line has, I'm sorry, YouTube may ban me. I'm just passionate. The amount of deflections this defensive line, the Steelers has had against us.
I know.
It can't happen tomorrow night. Can't have these, there's a fucking shallow crosser right over TJ Watt's head. Boop. Like you can't have that because what's going to happen, Drake? They know you're not trying to hold the ball for 3 seconds.
Yep.
You're getting it out in 2.
Yep.
Remember last year, there were points in the game where they didn't even rush past the line of scrimmage. They just waited and put their hands up because they knew you're not going to get to me because I'm getting it out. So that's why you really got to attack the perimeter. 5-1. You got to win. You got to win quick.
Got to.
So it starts there and it ends there.
Yeah.
It's really that simple. Like it starts with 1 and 5 and it ends with them.
Yeah. I mean, I think you got to get some fireworks here going at some point. Try to, kind of like you said, play on the confidence of what they're feeling right now, and get them on their toes. Really, I think that's going to be a big thing, trying to get something over the top to make them respect you more, right? And then now you can, possibly maybe your offensive line will learn how to run block against the Steelers. We'll see how that goes. Maybe Majay P can get some more carries, but I mean, hopefully some better looks for Chase Brown as well. Um, I
I
think you have to win in the pass game though. Like you have to, as I said, limit turnovers, but you have to attack, bro. Like I think Joe Flacco has to throw for 300 in this game for
you
them to
think
win.
so?
I do. I think you're gonna have Aaron Rodgers throwing the rock. They're going to test the Bengals early. I truly think that. I know they have the talents of Jalen Warren, and I think he's got explosion. But I think Aaron Rodgers is going to test this defense early, bro. I truly do. So this could I could honestly see a shootout from these old guys, man, which would be so amazing,
The
bro.
unk off.
Thursday
The
night
unction.
football, yeah.
Y'all got to pull up to the unction tomorrow night. It's going to be popping. It's going to be fun. It's going to be revitalizing. It's going to be all the old terms resuscitating. They're going to look at these old guys, just make it happen. I think the three most critical players, and I'd like to hear yours.
Yeah.
It's low hanging fruit, but it's low hanging fruit for a reason. Black and white. Success, no success. I think you need 22 targets to Jamar and T tomorrow. They got to be one and two most important players for me. And then the third, I need. I'm going to go with Dax. I don't think the Bengals aren't going to work with like actively moving CTB away from a guy. Can't do that. But I think that Dax is going to be a critical player that is versatile in any position against any guy. They're not going to follow. I don't see that happening. But Dax has got to show off that versatility. I think he's going to. I mean, any of the guys get a big turnover, but I think a pivotal player like that in the secondary is going to have his hands, his hands full, and I think a guy like him has to make a play. And I'll do an honorable mention of Shamar. I think that's another one. What would your three most critical players be?
Players are just
three most critical guys to the success for the win tomorrow.
I think it's gonna have to. I'm gonna say DKJ, as we talked about the role that he's taken on and the responsibilities. I think it's gonna be big against the Mike Tomlin team. You gotta, this is AFC North football. You got to play against Cleveland that first week, but it's a lot different now. You were playing against the guy that's playing quarterback for you now. So it's like this is a whole lot different intensity. I feel like, obviously not diminishing Cleveland, because that is always a dogfight. It really is. But man, so I would say DKJ. I'm gonna say Chase Brown. I think you have to get some form of a run game going, because if you don't, you're not going to win this football game. You can't hang on the hats of Joe Flacco throwing every fucking play, because it's not going to work out well for you against a defense like that. Pass rushers that they got against our offensive line, which I'm not saying our offensive line is bad, but you're going to get got at times. You just are. You talk about athleticism and stuff like that. They got a lot of guys that are athletic. So I'd say that Chase Brown. And honestly, I'm going to hang on the hats of Joe Flacco too. As cliche as it might be, I think Joe Flacco playing a clean game, in playing like he did in that second half, is going to be really important. Saw it early, in the season with Cleveland. 2 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. We can't have any of that play. We can't have any of that play anytime soon. We have to see that second half Joe Flacco coming to this Thursday night game. Can't let the nerves get to you, anything like that. Like, you've been playing for 18 years, bro. Like, let's go turn up. Division game. You played against Tomlin before. You're 11-11 against the Steelers.
Yeah.
So why not go out on top? This might be the year you retire. Like, who knows if Joe's back? Because wait, do they play Pittsburgh the final game or no?
No, we play in the 4 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
Steelers, Jets, Bears, Steelers.
Never mind. So Flacco needs to win these 2 games. So he's 2 above 500 against Steelers. No, but seriously, I think that's going to be super important, is that quarterback position, because it can make or break your team that quick. So as long as Joe is playing good football, we can't have that first half play. You know, we need it. We need it right out of the gate. We need an opening drive. I loved coming out of the second half, right? In the second half, you had that 17 play drive.
Yep.
How many minutes was it?
It was a while.
It was like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was a long time.
10, 11 minutes. Like I know it's hard to do drives like that, but if you can get a good drive like that on your opening drive, like, it would be so nice. It'll give a lot of relief to your defense. And honestly, it puts Pittsburgh in a bad spot too.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be important. Having a good opening script, you got to be able to adjust from there. But if you can get something rolling early, be nice.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. Yeah, and I mean, I think how the Bengals want to win in the run game is largely what we saw last week. And I think that's something I absolutely want to continue seeing. It was almost an equal carry count, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check, of Chase to Majay P. Let me check, but I don't think it was that far off. What we were talking about earlier, the change of pace guys with Majay and Chase is what's needed. And I think obviously winning between the tackles is going to be huge, but utilizing everything you can sideline to sideline with those guys, and even getting creative in between the tackles too, but just enough to find any way to win, man. It's going to be critical in between the tackles, because you're going to have to win at some point in between the tackles with those guys.
Yep.
So not that far off. Chase Brown had 9 carries. Majay had 6.
Was it 9 for 47 for Chase?
42.
42. Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's horrible.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good. Over
yeah, I mean,
4 yards carry.
He had 13. He had a 13-yard rush. That was pretty incredible. I mean, we got to be a next tier of shit over the run game in the league. And it definitely pisses me off, but it's where you are right now.
Yep.
It's who you are, sadly. And it's a big problem, but you've got to lean into what works for you. And that's why using that run game, utilizing it as an extension, the pass as an extension of the run game. And of course, I think the biggest I don't know why the terms escape me, but the biggest swing player you can have out there is Shamar.
Yeah.
Rattling an old, crusty fucking Aaron Rodgers is going to be critical. Disrupting him is going to be critical. It's going to help alleviate pressure off Trey, who's not 100%, is going to be huge. So I'm excited, man. Fuck it. We're going to do this. I'm putting you on the spot. I know you're not a big predictions guy. Give it to me, bro.
All right.
What's the prediction for tomorrow?
Zach Taylor, man, boy, loves his passing game. Joe Flacco's thrown for 40 times.
He threw 45 times last week, so I'm not moved, bro. Not moved.
So we'll go like 28-40. Something like that. Something good. 28-40. Yeah. He's gonna go for 317 passing yards. All right.
317. How many tutties?
2 touchdowns again. To
Okay,
zero interceptions.
Ooh, all right.
Little clean game for Joe Flacco. Chase Brown will have 13 carries for 67 yards.
Ooh,
A little
above 50,
a little
above 40.
a little success in the run department
Wow.
this
All
week.
right. Yeah.
Jamar is gonna have 120 yards.
Baller. Yeah.
Yep. And then T's gonna have one of them like 90-yard games and 2 touchdowns.
Ooh.
So he might clear the touchdowns
Yeah.
this week. I
Oh.
I could potentially see that.
All right.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm gonna go. I can't tell you exactly what Flacco's yards will be, but Jamar and T combined for over 200. I'd like to go as bold to say both get 100. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they both combine. Fuck it, I'll go. They both combine for over 225. And they catch a combined. I'm going to go as bold as they catch 20 passes. And they score 2 touchdowns as a
Okay.
duo. So
Okay.
that's it. That's the magic of the twos for me. The killer 2 guys, 20 catches, 225 yards.
I need the Flacco stat
2
line.
tutties.
I need the Flacco stat line.
I mean, at that point, you're probably talking. You got to probably hit 300. You know,
more than 300. Because you got to think
bro?
like Fant's gonna get his. He's
Yeah.
gonna get his time.
Yeah.
Chase Brown underneath. Like
fuck it. All right, it could happen.
50?
I just don't know. That's not maybe. That's not where my focus is, though. I'm just focusing on getting those guys involved because Flacco has to be the killer point guard tomorrow.
How
You know what I mean?
how turnt would you be if Joe Flacco throws for 350 passing yards?
We win because I think is different. The dynamic is different with this guy getting the ball to these receivers.
Nonchalant.
Joe Burrow was so incredible with creating plays.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco has to facilitate plays. He has to get the ball
Right.
to the playmakers, which he's capable, which is amazing.
Yeah.
But he's not going to be able to extend these plays like Joe can and pull magic out of his hat. He can't do that.
Yeah.
He's going to have to be a functional, quick hitter, fucking sniper. Joe wasn't a sniper. Joe threw fucking grenades because he would just, it was not hectic, like, oh my God, this guy's running like a chicken with his head cut off, but it was this just incredible, functioning, dysfunctional play that breaks down. You do some Houdini shit, but you're constantly computerizing the next fucking play, the next open guy, and you do, you know what I mean? Joe Flacco can't do that. So you've got to get the ball to the weapons to win. That's why I'm so focused on the weapons winning, you know? So that's my opinion. The Bengals win tomorrow night. I don't know how much they win by. I don't really give a shit. I don't care if they win by 1. I'd preferably like to not see it as some, like, you know, sweating the fucking game-winning kick necessarily, you know?
25-24.
Dude, just, yeah, something awkward, bro. I would prefer not to see that, but and then I got one.
Okay.
I'll lean with the 2s again. Oh, yeah. I'm going big. Shamar and Miles combined for 2 sacks. 2 sacks. So maybe 1.5 and 0.5. Who knows? I don't give a shit. And Trey gets 2 sacks. 2 picks. So we may beat the shit out of these guys with how I'm laying it out. I mean, but I don't know. Like, all I know is you win this game, bro.
Ryan
You're winning
Rico
this game.
stats.
22 yards average.
22. Inside.
Fuck punters, bro. No, I'm kidding. Bro, he has not been that hot this year. He's just been banging balls. No diddy. Like he's just been booting balls
I
into the
know.
fucking end zone, and like he can't.
I know.
Our special teams have been butt cheeks, bro. Outside of fucking Evan,
No,
which by the way,
I'm
bro,
so mad about that.
Oh
I'm
my-
so
bro.
mad about that.
bro, we were talking about that, bro. I don't want to get banned off YouTube, but I wanted to commit a heinous crime against Matt LaFleur. You got to give him credit at the end of the day.
I
But
don't know.
fuck
It
him,
looked
bro.
a little late. It looked a little late.
It was enough. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna be like, never mind. We rescind the timeout. The kick counted. You can do it, but fuck you, bro. Fuck you, dude. Ah,
That was fucked up.
I don't give a damn. Like, I don't think anybody cares. I'm giving him credit for it. I'm giving Evan credit for it. It counted in my book.
Yeah.
You know, like
He
literally a record, bro.
Well, and he messed up. It messed up Evan's field goal percentage. Evan was perfect this year. Now he's not.
Really?
Yep, he was perfect. So now he's not with that miss.
What if he would have made it twice? What a dog. What a guy.
I was hoping. I was like, dude, that would have been crazy, bro.
It would have. I mean, shit. It would have flipped. It would have flipped the game.
67.
Yeah, 67 yards,
crazy, bro.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, that'll probably wrap it up, guys. Appreciate y'all for tuning in into this more hype episode of the Bengals After Dark video cast. We will be back with y'all sometime after this Thursday night game. Let's fucking snag the dub, man. Let's start a run here.
Yeah.
Playoff football starts tomorrow.
Yep.
This conference is wide open. Division is wide open because as soon as the Steelers fall to 4-2 and we're at 3-4, they know what time it is. They know that shit's heating up and the demon himself is coming back. And we're going to give him something worth coming back for.
1 times 6 is 6. You flip the 6 upside down, it's a 9. Bitch, we're back. Joe Flacco, Joe Shiesty Sr. We're back in the flesh, okay? We're back.
Going off tomorrow,
see it?
bro. Hit all the overs,
You see that?
bro.
You see that? Jamar Chase, okay? Fuck anything anybody is talking about. We have Joe Flacco playing for the Cincinnati Bengals. Ravens fans want to say shit to you. You know what you tell them? My quarterback is the reason why you have a ring, motherfucker. That's what you tell them. You tell them that.
And your ex-quarterback is the reason I'm about to get my own.
Yeah, and you're gonna watch us go on a run here. You know what? That's your karma from a few years ago for saying fuck Joe Burrow after his wrist injury.
I need more.
It.
I need more suffering for Ravens fans.
Yeah.
I need. Who are they playing this week?
Houston?
No, I think Houston plays. First of all, bro, I cannot continue but to give flowers to the NFL for the amazing primetime games they had this year, bro. Have you seen the
They're
fucking?
on a bye this week.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Fuck. Have you seen the Monday night slate, bro? Look at that game. Fire. I hate to say it, but I'm okay since Joe obviously is the best quarterback on the planet. Baker should win MVP right now, as of right now. And it's pretty cool.
Sure.
So him and the Lions and Houston and Seattle is what I thought of them. But
Darnold's looking good.
Yeah, bro. Let's just number one goal, man. We believe in ourselves, and we are going to give Joe something to fight for, to be ready for. And that's a team that's prepared to go on a run, and it's got to start now. So, all right, guys, appreciate you all for tuning in into this episode of the Bengals After Dark video cast.
Flacco spinning the block.
Spin the block, man.
I was mad.